Technology tried to get us today, but we are here. We are back
Yes,
up in this
we gonna do
gig.
it. We gonna make a way. That's one thing Black people gonna do. We gonna always
We
make
gonna
a
make
way.
a okay. Don't we do it? All
We
right.
do. I
Good.
be so surprised by us.
Yeah.
But then
No,
again,
we're
I be
definitely
like, I'm not really surprised. I knew we could do
right.
that.
Right. Well. Well, anyway, how you guys doing? It's your boy Darren Green. It's the Darren Green Show. I'm here with my co-host Amma. We here
Hey.
chilling. We about to give you a good little show. The show might be a little quick. I mean, we like I said, we try to pick the right topics for the show. It really is a drought. I remember, if we was doing this back in the day, back when
Oh
there
my
used to be
God.
something ever like
It was messy.
it was messy.
The
Now
Jocelyn
everybody's so
era.
reserved and so like boring and don't want to share their lives. Well, I guess that's good, but bad for us. I mean, but it's always going to be like topics and
They learned
stories.
their
Though.
lesson.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, a couple of things, happen. Other than me working, child, me over here trying to find another job.
How's work
Hopefully,
been?
well, it's been horrible and treacherous, and I don't
Oh,
like it. But I say that about every job, child, because unless it's this job, my content creating job, I don't care
that's what
about
I
it.
said. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not gonna satisfy me.
yeah, yeah. I'm
Mm-mm.
actually, yeah. Go ahead.
I said at all.
No, you at all exactly, but I don't know. I think that I'm just in the process of trying to find a new job, a job that's I gotta find a day job that's gonna feed my content creation endeavors and stuff like that. So
That's always
um
good.
yeah, you might I might just switch over, might be a bank teller, guys.
Woo!
Fingers crossed. I got an
I hope so.
interview.
I'm gonna pray for you, friend.
You gonna pray for me?
I'm gonna pray
Look,
hard for you. We gonna
no,
get
because
this.
the pay is decent. I'm like, okay, this is something that could get me,
And
and
you're
then I
not
can,
running around. You just counting money. If you know how to count, it's pretty.
yeah. Well, I'm not running around. Period. Like, I know them labor jobs, them damn warehouse jobs. Like, look, once I got my degree, I'm gonna be in office.
That's the goal. Your own office.
Well, yeah, my own office. That's the plan. Um, but yeah, like I got an interview for Wells Fargo. Fingers crossed, guys. Like, wish
I
me luck,
hope that works
child.
out for you.
I hope so too, and I
I'm
hope they
so
pay me
proud of
good.
you.
Oh, thank you. And it's to be good too. Like, if I ever wanted to like change locations, like it's a popular bank. I mean, there's several banks up north.
Hmm.
So we can finally make this damn podcast an in-person podcast. So
Okay, and then figure out how to get them loans. You're gonna get on the ins and outs.
we're gonna get on the ins and outs. Period. Period. Period.
Okay.
Okay. But today was pretty chill. I actually went to see Ant-Man today. Like
Ooh,
Ant-Man
how was that?
Quantumania. I thought it was good. Well, it's a Marvel movie. Child.
I'm not a Marvel girl.
You're not a Marvel girl.
Uh-uh.
Well, it was interesting. It did flop, I heard, child. Didn't do well in the box office, but I thought it was good. I thought it was interesting. It wasn't like the best as Ant-Man. Like, I never really did find Ant-Man that interesting. I was really there because we were just introduced to characters that's going to be in the MCU as a whole. Like we were introduced with the main villain that's going to be like,
Okay.
going, yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's why I really watched it. But I mean, I had a good time.
That's what's up. I think I might go to the movies tomorrow.
Oh, what you gonna see?
I don't know. I haven't been to the movies in a while.
Mhm. What's out? There's another movie that's out that I think you
Is
might
it a
actually
scary
like.
movie? Because you know that's my shit.
Oh, you like scary movies?
I love scary movies.
No, I don't know what movie. Well, Scream is coming out.
Another one. I watched the other one on Paramount. It was.
Hmm.
I mean, Scream always get me because I always want to know who the hell it is. It's always like a fucking mystery. So I just, it caught my attention, but it wasn't as
Hmm.
good as like the first two Screams.
Let me look on. Let me look on.
What they need to do
Real.
is make a remake of what's that? I
Oh,
know what you did
Creed.
last. I know what you did last summer. If they make a remake and make it real good, I'm here for it.
No, Creed 3 is actually out. That's another movie. I don't know if you don't get into
I
that.
didn't see the first two.
Oh my god. What about Cocaine Bear? Yeah, did you hear about Cocaine Bear?
I heard about that shit. I think I might go see.
Because it's funny, like it's a bear that like consumes a large amount of cocaine and it's like
And was
wreaking havoc on
tweaking.
people. Yeah.
I heard. I got. You know what? When we leave, when we get off of here, I'm gonna watch like
You
a
can watch
couple
it.
of what you call it trailers and see what I need
Trailers.
to go see. But I heard about that. My friend really wants to go see that.
Now see, there's another one, Jesus Revolution. Okay, now it's like a movie about back in the day when like the hippies were on the rise and it was like the hippies versus like the religious people. I don't. It just seemed crazy. I don't know,
I
child.
think I would like. I would like to watch that. You know that we.
Mhm.
I don't want to get political and shit like that, but I feel like
That's
we're
something
dealing
that
with
I
that
would wait.
in the now.
Yeah, that's something I would definitely watch when it gets to Hulu.
You're horrible.
Did you end up watching the Hulu movie that I recommend you?
No, I didn't finish it because
You
I told you I couldn't get into it.
you couldn't get into it. Okay, so the movie that we're talking about, guys, it's Good Luck to You, Leo Grande.
Leo Grande. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's about this older woman that's played by the lady that did Nanny McPhee. She is hiring as an escort, and it's like they have like this weird interaction with each other, and we get a backstory of the escort. It Check it out. It's on Hulu. I think it's called Good Luck to You, Leo Grande. I hope I didn't butcher. It's a long ass. I hate movies with long ass titles.
I do too. I was like,
It's,
it's wrong ass name, and then I started it, and I was like,
mm-hmm. He was like, it's not giving what it's supposed to have gave. Okay.
no, I don't like it when old. This is like a Caucasian how Stella got her group back type shit. I don't know. I just was like, no.
But you know what? I was kind of intrigued though because the dude looked good. I ain't gonna lie.
Delicious.
Mhm. Like especially towards the end when they get into that sex sequence, girl. I was like,
Then maybe I do need to watch it.
yeah, no, it gets. I mean,
It's a little spicy.
it towards the end though. Like you got to watch the whole thing because you don't really see nothing in the beginning. Like you just
Okay.
see, but towards the end, I'm like, oh, child, now we got a
You
little.
know? Okay.
Hello. Okay. You know when I'm watching these type of movies, I'm always looking for a little part where, oh, child, the peen done peek through, child.
No, but you need to start watching is
Uh-huh.
Harlem. I don't know if you started it
Oh my
already.
goodness, I've seen the first season. Yeah.
That show is so good. I binge watched the second season like a day ago.
We
It
got to do a.
was.
I feel like we got to do a segment of like TV shows and movies for the podcast. That's
Mm-hmm.
definitely going to be something in the future because
I love TV. I could watch a show
yeah,
all day. I
we're
put you
gonna have
on
to
some
see.
good shit.
Right. We're gonna have to see where we're gonna put that because that sounds interesting. Because I get into movies. But anyway, like moreover on what I was working on most recently, like last night. Child,
What
I
happened?
did okay. So,
Every
you
time you say child,
child.
I'll be scared for it. What happened?
Well, no, nothing happened.
What happened,
It was
Fred?
positive. Well, see, we went live. I went live for
Mhm.
another Let's Chat live, but this
Oh my
time,
God.
yeah,
Did you
it
do the
was.
Nicki thing?
Yes, I did the
Oh my
Nicki
God.
QueenRadio watch party,
I'm
and it did
excited.
well. It did well. Like, girl, we had 2,000 views right now, but like, I had like a lot of people that was on. There was a lot of interaction, a lot of people
That's
commenting.
beautiful.
Yeah, it was a real good moment. I got a little smidge child. I had my little Sutter home.
Okay, said I
I
had
had
my cup.
my cup child. Here's the
I
remnants
had
of it,
my
child.
libations.
My libations. It was really good. I'm not now. She said she's gonna go back on Queen Red. I'm not gonna be drinking again that time because like I got real schmizzed and I was like, you drink too
Really?
much, you regret it. Like I regret it
No,
right.
you wasn't Smith watching Miss Minaj.
Yes. No, because you need to be like when you get into
She's a
tea.
lot.
Yeah.
She's a
Okay.
lot.
And you know what? That can go into our first topic because that's what I wanted to, that's what we want to start off with. But now, see, for starters, let's time on everything, of course. So, Red Ruby the Sleaze has dropped.
I
I
heard
don't
it.
know if you heard it yet. Did you hear it?
Fire.
Huh?
I told you, not my favorite person, but the song is fire.
You said the song is fire.
She snapped. She snapped. She snapped.
Yeah,
She snapped.
yeah.
As per usual, she snapped.
As per usual. And I think that this is definitely Hold on, let me see what I got for my notes because I gotta. Oh, I can come off the screen. Okay, so yeah, it was fire. I mean, the song slaps. I knew it was going to be a bop the moment I heard it, and I know some people are like, "Oh,
When
you
I
don't
heard
know
that.
that. You don't know that." I'm like, no.
Nostalgic.
And I think it's nostalgic, but also I mentioned on my TikTok that it was nostalgic and it was good that she used that as a sample. She uses Lumi D's what's that song called again?
If you want me,
Want
I don't know
me
what
to
to
stay. I think
say.
yeah. I'll never leave or something like that.
Mhm.
Like it was it it was so different, right? Like she made it her own to the point that there was parts of the song where I forgot that it actually was a sample. Like I guess the part when she did her chorus, and I was like, oh, okay. So she was like mixing between like her different patois and stuff, like her different accents and stuff,
Mhm.
to her singing, to her rapping, like the versatility. Like I just have to say, like nobody's doing that, and I mean nobody as in male or female. These artists in general are not doing this type of shit, this type of versatility. And I'm just saying this is what is lacking, this is what is missed. And I'm glad that she has come back. Okay, now I'm not
Came back
sure.
hard.
Yeah, she came back hard. And she even though she's like to sit there and say, oh well, I wasn't even this is like a little freestyle, like little thing. Like this was not supposed to be, and the people want me to do a video. Girl, you better do a video for this.
You should. Go
Honey.
back. Go find Lil Me D.
Get Lumi D on there, good little cameo.
Yes,
Now
find
I
her.
heard Lumi D. I
She need
heard
a
she
couple of coins, baby.
no she in a couple of concerts. She's been working. She's been doing performances.
Okay. I love
Mhm.
that. It'll be like your cousins. Like when you don't see them for a while, you're like, I ain't hear from Lil Me D in a while. You're like,
Yeah.
girl, I just saw her the other day. You're like, really? She doing good?
Yeah. I'm also surprised on how like this song is getting like a lot of attention to like the general public. Like there's dudes, like there's hood dudes, there's like all types of different people that wouldn't normally listen to Nicki. Because usually when you get up in the age and I don't mean up in the age as her age, but like as an artist, your niche is the only people that's really like still holding you down. Like your fans are the ones that's really like hyping your stuff up. But like to the fact that she's still kind of like relevant to the general public.
That's great. I mean, that's kind of similar to Chris Brown. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? They're
Or I
just
would say
superstars.
Beyonce another one because
Oh yeah, Beyonce got fans. Beyonce got fans in the grave. She is.
not fans are great.
She is something
But I'm
else.
saying not just fans, but also like the general public, people that don't normally listen to her. Like everyone is
Yes,
taking
they will
attention.
bop to her
Yeah,
anytime
every time. So I think,
because she makes
yeah,
bangers. She knows how to make music and put
yeah.
music out.
And the fact that Nicki is able to do that, that's just, that's at this age. I mean, she's been up in the game 15.
That's
15.
crazy. When people say these years, I be like, damn, they really did.
They
They've been
really
running
been
this
here
shit for a little bit.
for a little bit, more than a little bit. Now, it did go number one on iTunes hours after releasing.
Go ahead, girl.
And
Black
she's
girl
also on
magic.
like for real, she's also on like a very popular playlist on Spotify, and rap playlist.
Mm-hmm.
And it's doing great. It's doing,
I'm proud. Go
I
ahead,
was listening,
Nicki.
what I'll tell you when that song came out, I was listening to that thing
I know
like
you listened to it like 5 times.
more, like because I wanted to get the. Let me tell you something. And I don't mean to be shady.
You a mess. And I heard that she just started a new record label.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that. Because that's when we get into the QueenRadio part of it. But like I said, I was annotating the lyrics. And like, because you want to know what she's talking about, who she's talking about, because it was like a lot of innuendos, like a lot of people was throwing around Megan and Cardi, and it also like she was commending like some newer artists, like it was a nod to Ice Spice in one of the lines. Well, if you if you look at one of the lyrics though, like I think the one about Megan was like they said, I ain't messing with horse since Christopher Reeves. If y'all know Christopher Reeves, that's the original Superman. Well, he actually like fell off a horse and got paralyzed. So I guess people were trying to make the correlation to Megan. Cardi, I'm now with Cardi, like, okay, because she said something about you botched hoes or something like that, something about you botched, and then like Cardi fans was like, oh, I guess they felt away. They thought she was talking about Cardi. I'm just like,
First
girl,
off, why would you feel a certain type of way
if the
if
shoe
you said
fits, wear it.
anything botched? Huh?
If the shoe fits, wear it. I mean, like,
but why y'all defending her? She don't feel like her body botched. Did she tell you guys that her body was botched? did
well,
Cardi say my body
y'all,
is fucking
they be
botched?
telling on themselves. They be like, because like my thing is
Because
this.
that's what you think about her. That's fucked up.
It's the simple fact that I'm not talking about you, but if you think that I'm talking about you, I must be. You know,
It's
I
one of those like,
like what do you hit dog?
like what
I
is
love the nod to Ice Spice though when she said these Dorito bitches is mad they not chose, and it was also a double entendre like Nicki's mind. The double entendre when she said not chose meaning that Ice Spice when she did her line like so it was something how can I lose if I'm already chose or something like that like it was like a nod to her song. I was just like, oh my god, Nicki,
she's a real smart girl.
she
Poetry is
is
her shit.
smart. Like her mind, like people that went past a lot of people's minds because I was talking about that and they
Nah,
were
that
always
was my
like,
favorite line.
what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? She was talking about Ice Spice. I'm like, girl, it was girl clear as day. Use them double entendres, honey. That's why a lot of y'all failed in English. I'm just saying,
He said that's why a lot of y'all fell in English.
child, y'all gotta read between the lines, okay?
No, seriously.
And look. Remember, read between the lines. That's gonna be key to the next foreseeable topics that we're gonna get into. Okay. Now, when we got to the Queen Radio episode, okay, well, I ain't gonna lie, there was a lot of people just to start off, and I think that people that expect Nicki to be like overly like shady and dramatic and
Mhm.
like because how the older Queen Radio episodes where she just went all the way the frick off, and it was like like a big thing, and then she would get into it, and like that time she cursed out Joe Budden, like that was crazy. A lot of people felt like
Joe
she was
Budden be
like
needing his ass handed to him anyway.
right. I was getting a couple of comments in my on my video, because we went live to do the watch party, and it was like, oh my goodness, like she could have left. This could have been an email, like this could. I'm like, girl, because basically she basically had an announcement that a lot of people, it's not like we didn't want like we love that Nicki is like you said earlier, she's starting a new label. I guess people expecting her to like tell her about a new project, a new album or something or whatever. But basically she did her little shade in the beginning, and then she talked about her new label, and then she just basically put on the artist that's going to be on her roster. That basically was the context of the show.
I was so excited that she has
Yeah.
a artist from Africa, which well, she's
Yeah.
African, and I'm so
Mm-hmm.
excited about that because she's from where I'm from, and she better turn
Oh,
it the
period.
fuck out.
Period. And she also said that there's going to be like not just black artists, not just it's going to be all types of artists. It's going to be real versatile. She has a president for her label. Like she hasn't even, which she probably did come up with the name, but she hasn't told us yet. I think that this is so amazing, and the fact that she'll be able to like put other people on and also start a new bag. Like we know that
She's gonna
she
have to
will.
tap out soon.
Yeah, and gracefully. Like, I feel like she should give us like one more project.
Mhm.
Just one more project, one more tour, and like really just bow out like the queen that you are and let these little girls burn out.
I love it for her. I'm so I'm so proud of her. Like
Mhm.
that's a boss move. That's a boss move.
It is. It is. And there was already people talking about something. Oh my God, I hope she ain't gonna be like Diddy. Cause Diddy.
I don't think that she would be like Diddy because she didn't get treated like Diddy's
Yeah.
artist did. She was signed under Young Money. Lil
Yeah.
Wayne, I felt like they seem to have a decent relationship.
Right. Right.
So I think that this shit is even gonna be even bossier. Like
Yeah.
I'm
And
pretty
she
sure she's
knows
done,
she's been in the game. She knows how
and she
Nicki is a
got a
good.
friend, her mentor,
Yeah.
kinda sorta your mentor. You
Yeah.
could talk to him about anything. I'm pretty sure
Nicki is a good marketer too. Like
he's a
she's
beast.
when it comes to it's not just all about getting that viral sensation or being popular just for a hot second. Like you need longevity. You need like she did shit that made her an icon. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And it was like back in the day when she did like got into her voices and her versatility when it comes to lyricism and stuff, and her having like Roman and all this other like crazy stuff, the things that people never really did, like being different and doing other things.
Hmm.
I think she'll be a shoe in as head of a label. I wish her well in her endeavors. I would love for her to stay doing music, but I understand that it's really not that profitable no more.
No,
Being the artist rather
no,
than
I
being
don't
like,
think so because people are not buying records anymore.
mm-hmm,
Everything on Apple. If you pay Apple $10, you got access to all their shit.
mm-hmm.
Like it's just, I
And it's
don't
like
know.
every
They basically,
1,000 stream is like a not even a cent, like a hat,
yeah,
like
I think they're basically getting the coins off of the streaming, and
yeah,
that's the only way that you can get paid nowadays off of
mm-hmm.
music and tours.
Because pure sales is not where it used to be.
Nah.
They said back in the day, a person can sell 100K copies.
Mm-hmm.
That can give them a good million, a mil. 100K copies now compared to no,
Can't give
not
you
even.
that at all.
Right. And mind you, these girls are not these girls, these artists in general, like they're not even making it past 50K. Like, and numbers, right? It's all about like relevancy, and there's still artists out there that are really doing it as
Mm-hmm.
far as being versatile and just being like a boss in what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, music is just not where it used to be. So I can understand why a lot of these artists are just like, you know what, this is it. I'm gonna tap out. I'm
If
gonna
I
get
had
into
the
this
choice
up.
to be a one-hit wonder, I would.
Right.
I would be running the fuck out that record.
Okay, it then doing other stuff, getting into some other bags.
Okay, somebody might sample my shit like Lumi D.
Mm-hmm.
I'm be outside.
Right, Lumi D was a little. I ain't gonna say she was a one hit one. She had a
She was like a 2-hit wonder because I don't remember the second song, but I know you came out
not
with
a 2 hit wonder, girl. Oh my
I'm
god.
sorry, no shade, no tea, but it is what it is.
All tea, all shade. Oh my god.
Leave me
Anyway.
alone. Leave me alone.
Well, see, another thing that I want to talk about with this damn Queen Radio episode, because she was talking about the YouTubers chair when she started talking about I see how a lot of these YouTubers have adopted my Queen Radio persona, and I'm like,
Yo, she's funny as hell. She's not funny to you. She is hilarious.
when I tell you, I knew exactly who she was talking about when she said that, and people in my chat knew exactly what she was talking about also, and that is true. Like, and I'm not even just gonna say those two creators, because everybody knows if people watch my live yesterday, you already know, and I made a separate video clipped from the actual watch time show, the watch party. But like, yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of shows that really took some ideas from Miss Nicki. I'm not even, and I'm not. I'm gonna be a real bitch. Like, at the end of the day, there was stuff that I learned that I adopted on this show that I got from Nicki. Okay, look, I got the bombs, honey. I got what I heard Nicki with them bombs and them people shooting.
It's so crazy. And just like her mentor, if you listen to Lil Wayne,
I got it from
he had a verse that basically said that he recycles. It's called recycle.
Yeah.
We just use it. Reuse.
But my thing is this: like, I pay homage, and these girls, the girls on these, y'all not paying homage, but y'all talking crap about her, making stories about her every week, any chance y'all get. But y'all be using it. I just don't understand it, child. And then you act. I be looking at some of these people on YouTube, child. I'm like, girl. Now look, I definitely look up to a lot of the big creators. I'm still a small creator, inspiring, and I look at what other people are talking about, so we can, talk about those topics on here. But yeah, like, child, what she say on that damn song? He said, "Who the fuck told you you was me now?"
Ooh. She just gotta be like, "Shut up, I spank you." Like, basically.
Like, look, I'm telling you, I feel like if not for nothing, I think she should really get into the whole radio bag too, or the whole commentator bag. Mm-hmm. I mean, she's on AMP right now. I know Amazon is paying her well. She had to curse out Amazon too, because like in the beginning, like it was getting real, the sound, the quality of the sound. I'm like, girl, I, I don't know. I mean, I miss when her show used to be on like Apple Music because Apple Music gave you that good production. But I don't know what happened between them two. It must have been some type of
She probably cursed them out because she
or
got some shit with her.
or they probably like because sometimes with certain shows and certain platforms like that, they want you to be like, you have to commit to doing this show or we
Oh
gotta
no,
move.
baby.
Yeah, and Nikki is the type like,
So
girl,
I
Queen
can't give you
Radio
my
was
bag.
whenever I want to,
Right.
you know.
I
Or I
got
don't know.
you.
I'm just guessing. I don't know what actually happened between her and Apple Music, but Amp is okay. Like it's. I just hate how it just like the quality of the sound is just. They need to get better. It's still a new app,
Right.
but and a lot of artists is on there. Like Joe Budden is on there. Like this it's a lot of popular artists that's on Amp right now. Um, I'm on it just to listen to Nicki Chow. I don't. It's like one of those radio apps that you can play music and have conversations with, like on live and stuff like that. It's just like, okay, if you're not really known on there, ain't nobody gonna come on. And I hate how you can't like play music. You have to have people come onto the show for you to start playing music. But then if you're not known, ain't nobody gonna come on the show. Like
Right.
it's weird. It's weird. But I guess we got to get used to Nikki being on Amped, and it was interesting too when we were doing the watch party. I was getting a lot of people from different countries because they're not able to listen to it because it's only in America.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I was, I did the good deed.
You did
Okay.
a great deed. You satisfied their spirit.
Period. No, I was so scared when I tell you I had one tab on my emails and one tab on my YouTube dashboard. Cause last time when I did a watch party for VMAs, they blocked my shit real bad. I had got an account warning and everything. Yes, yes. I think because I shared like too many music, too much music.
Oh,
Hmm.
oh, okay.
You
You
know
said
how
the
YouTube is
Grammys,
about
correct?
music that's copyrighted. Ugh.
You said the Grammys.
No, it wasn't the Grammys. It was the VMAs.
It's same thing. It's a video music award. You know, music gonna be playing all. So I see why
Yeah,
you was
yeah.
on it like that,
I thought if it was live, it wouldn't mattered, but I guess it
honey.
does, champ.
Mm-mm.
Hmm. It was fun though. I
Just,
mean, it was an interesting experience. It was a learning experience. That
you
really
did your
because
thing. You was prepared, and you blessed a
yeah,
couple of people. I'm proud of you. Thank you.
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
say thank you on behalf of them.
No, there was a lot of people. I hope to see you guys in one because I told them I like come watch the podcast.
Come on, come through on the
My whole
podcast. We're gonna
content
give
creator
you
on here,
the
child.
ins
On
and
this.
outs.
But yes, I love Red Ruby Sleeves, and hopefully we'll get another Queen Radio episode and another watch party. It's definitely on the up and up. But let me tell you who's not on the up and up, child.
Oh.
Miss Lotto. What's going on, Lotto? What's up?
Latto is being weird now. You know, she is giving me very much like when Megan first came out, everybody loved Megan because Megan stayed out the way type
Mm-hmm.
shit until Megan started turning up. That's what
Oh,
Latto is giving me. You stayed out the way, and then now it's like, I don't know. You're just being like a weird bitch.
oh, oh, oh.
That's weird. I don't know. I just don't like that. She seems real weird. I don't know what it
Uh-huh.
is about her. I don't
Something.
know. I don't know.
Some.
It's my opinion
Right,
though.
right, right. Don't shoot me because I know you like to tussle.
Yeah,
Because you know how these comments like to tussle.
I'm just saying.
Okay. I think that Lotto and look, not for nothing, because I know I made a couple of posts about her on my TikTok.
Lottery ticket, you call her?
I think that her behavior, I don't know, but I mean, let's get into it. So she's been windmilling, okay? I mean, windmilling, okay, on social media, Twitter in particular. Now, I don't know where to start, honestly. I think whether she's arguing with fans on Twitter, like fan pages, arguing with blogs, and allegedly getting into it with other artists. Like, I think that Lotto has reached her Cardi era.
Oh. What is her Cardi era? Because you know I like Cardi. That's cousin. What's that?
Oh, hold on. Well, when I say her Cardi era, I mean like her era where she responds to everything and is bothered by every little criticism thing that people have to say. Now I understand on a small like level how that feels like when people are coming at you on social media because I'm on social media. I get a lot of comments on TikTok. I get a lot of comments on YouTube and stuff like that, and it's sometimes mean. Sometimes it's more mean than positive, you know. But at the end of the day, I just feel like I don't know. I mean, it's very telling though with some of the arguments that she's been going through. Like for example, she started a fight with this Stan page that okay, her song went number 83. And I guess she was like, you know, she was congratulating herself on a post talking about like, you know,
somebody came for her. Because I'm like, oh, 83.
Hopefully it went up by now. Like I think, but not you laughing at the girl went 83. Oh my god, wait.
Stop, because you gave me that number. I'm like, ooh. And
So
you
I
was
think
like, people celebrating. Bitch, what you celebrating?
That's exactly what the person on Twitter said. What the fuck are you celebrating for? Are you celebrating 83? And they was going back. They was going back and forth. Damn, the page done called her a goddamn home wrecker or something. Because I guess it's something with her dating 21 Savage. And I guess
is she?
Is 21 Savage with somebody? Is he married or I don't
know. 21 Savage is like a secret. You don't really know too much about him.
Right. Oops.
I don't know. That intrigues me. What's up with you?
But then she also like beef with this YouTuber Armand. I feel like we talked about him twice on this damn show. So yeah, Armand, he was going back and forth with her, and he really gagged her too. Like, like if I go back on the tweets, child, he said you over here, you better chase a check. That man said, "Girl, you talk about chase a check, girl, chase a hit." I was like, no. He said because the girl said because no, Latto was like, I'm not even gonna deal with you. You know, I'm not trying to catch a case. And then Armand, that's what he was like, catch a case, girl. You need to catch a hit. I was like, like when I tell you, she be letting the girls get under her skin so.
He said, I ain't scared your ass.
No, but that's Armand though. Like, and the thing about it is though, is that's social media. You know, I do think you should be able to respond. Don't get me confused. Like, you know, you should be able to. You're a human.
Yourself by all means, but this don't stoop to their level. Talk like you got money, bitch.
Yeah, like you, like a lot of y'all need look. You need to Beyonce that shit out. Okay, the way the Beyonce don't respond to goddamn shit.
Well, shit, I don't know. Maybe I'm that type of bitch, but I feel like I'm like that was a good one. What's your cash at? You pay you something. Send a little $20 for that joke.
And my thing is, you make these people famous. You make these people famous when you respond.
Sure do. So I'm trying to learn how not to respond.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person I gotta say something to you now.
Right. Now, most recently, and I did talk about this, she was accused of shading Doechii at the Billboard Women in Music event. Now, apparently, Doechii accepted an award, and she talked about how, you know, Nicki Minaj won this award, Lady Gaga won this award, and all these other people that she's like, you know, I'm awarded next to these people that you know got this award. Latto did the same thing, but she was like, "Oh my God, Megan won this award, Doja won this award." Like when her acceptance speech, when she won whatever category she won in, like people was like, "Girl, are you trying to?"
What's going on with that girl?
It was given very much plagiarism, and a lot of people said she was not beefing, but shading Doechii. I don't think she was shading Doechii. She could have just got a little salty because Nicki's name was brought up because the camera panned to her when Doechii did her acceptance speech. She was like, I'm gonna take that. Took it and run. Okay, I think that she was just trying to be a little copycat. She ain't had nothing really, didn't know what to say or whatever the damn case was. I was just like, girl,
need to get it together.
Get it together, honey. And then I heard they over here got into a verbal altercation. A lot of Doechii jam. Allegedly. Let me say allegedly for these girls.
So much drama. I just don't know what to do with that. I be like,
and for what?
I don't know. People with money got different shit to argue about. I don't know, but if I had money like that, I don't think that would be my argument. I think I definitely would be on my Beyonce wave.
Yeah. Just not responding to nothing.
Yeah, because I'm rich. And what do I look like fucking arguing with you and not making money? I could go argue with somebody about some funds and get funded.
Yeah, she really do be getting into them arguments with them random people. Like
Yeah,
that's why I
and
said
sometimes some people really be needing their asses handed to them. So I get it, but
I think that the reason why I said the whole Cardi era, because that's what Cardi did. Like, and I think now she's realizing too that I'm not giving you bitches no type of energy or no type of clout.
no, because that's when Cardi was fighting everywhere. She was just letting shit
Hmm.
get to her. It's just, you know what it is? It's like, I don't know, that celebrity stuff. It's like
Yeah.
it's kind of like being a child all over again and
Hmm.
learning how to deal with people, if that makes sense. Learning how to being in school again. You're back in school. You're in a different pool now. So you're back
Yeah.
in school with petty kids. People, they're grouping up. Friends are they still have cliques. It's just a different type of situation. And I think
Situation.
that she just needs to get used to, like you said, the Cardi era. And now that you explain it like that, I get it because she was wilding. But
Hmm.
I feel like she needs to just release that because when I first saw Latto, I thought Latto was just this prettiest, chill girl. I thought she was a vibe. Like she chill. Now you just really like every other chick, every other girl, every other bitch. Get it out your system, sis. No, for real. Get it out your system. Get that shit out your system because I know she better than that. You a bad bitch. There's no reasons why you should be arguing with these people. You mad popping. It's just, yeah, get it out your system.
I think also too, because like I think that, and my thing is, this wouldn't have happened if you with that interview that we talked about last time with the whole oh well, I feel
You
like
would feel so attacked.
yeah, like it's unfortunate with that Nicki line, that Nicki comment that she made. I think that yeah, I
That set
mean
you up and it made you a
y-
target.
yeah,
You went after one of the greatest,
because now
and
they're
then
trolling you. Now they're trolling you, and they want
making
you to
you feel
respond.
like shit, and you
They're
falling into it.
yeah, they're banking for your response, and you're giving it to them, child. I mean, I don't know. I guess she's a new artist. She'll learn. And it could be a lot of it could be just kind of upset that I got 83. Not
That's the killer for me, because cousin, whoever said that was
right.
my cousin, because I would have been like, bitch, what you celebrating 83 for? I'll celebrate 15, maybe. I'm top
Maybe a 20,
15,
top 20, hell, even top 50.
83. I hope you ain't buy bottles for 83 people. 83.
I mean, some people, the way these numbers are set up now, people just lucky to be on the billboard.
I mean, I would be at this point in my life and how everything is going. I would love.
And that was one of her responses too. They said because the fan page said it was like, oh, this is your first billboard entry in a year. And then she was like, this is your first what? I'm like, girl,
No.
like I don't know. I feel
I
like
mean,
if I
this is
don't
our
see
first thing. Clap, clap,
if I don't see
bravo.
your face in a profile, like I'm not responding to anything negative that you have to say.
Right.
Like you one of those you 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 profiles. Them profiles on TikTok. They be like U27650BC
Uh-huh. Made
because
up
they
motherfucker.
ain't come up with a damn name yet. Like
Made
no,
up.
child. Anyway, hmm. Now Chris Rock, he really gets under my skin, child. Ever since this whole Oscar slap situation, and I get it. I get it. You were assaulted.
Yeah, he is the epitome of blackface. Like him.
Not the epitome of blackface. I would
Yeah,
say
he
more,
danced for the
mhm,
white
more
people.
Uncle Ruckus. Um,
Now he danced for the white people. He love that
that's more
shit.
Sambo.
Oh, there you go. That's the
Mm-hmm.
one.
Giving very much Sambo. So he's gearing up for this upcoming Netflix live comedy show. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna see
Of
what it
course I'm gonna
gives.
watch it. I love comedy. Funny
Because
is
no,
funny.
I'm watching it because I want to see what he has to say about Will.
You
But
just nosy.
I'm no, you know me. I'm
Yes,
nosy.
I'm here for the
Look.
jokes. Like if it's funny, I'ma laugh. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, we don't go to no Chris Rock. Well, I don't go to Chris Rock comedy specials for that. I get a good chuckle off out of him. He's better in movies when they write him. Like they
Right.
write him funny.
When
Yeah.
the white people write him and have him act
Yeah.
like a nigga.
Yeah. Well,
Or be a crackhead. Cause let's think about New Jack City.
Oop,
Oop.
oop, boop, de
Oop. And I oop.
Well, regarding his comedy show, um, he he's going to be talking about the situation that happened at the Oscars. There's no, changing that. Um, but he said that he enjoyed Emancipation, that movie that Will Smith was in. That's about slavery. He enjoyed watching it because he wanted to see Will get whipped. Okay, in his quote.
Hmm.
But about Emancipation, if somebody slapped the shit out of me, I'd probably sit at home and chuckle, getting treated, and chuckle watching him getting treated like Kunta Kinte.
Why? Because you got embarrassed in front of all of America and probably all over the sea. Like he felt like you was being disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
And he did his thing. He
Yeah.
did what he had to do. I don't think that is acceptable at all. I felt like that wasn't the time. I felt like maybe Will Smith should have just went backstage and said,
Mm-hmm.
"Listen, my nigga, like that wasn't okay. Like, da da da. You don't know. In that moment, I don't know. I just feel like Will
Look,
Smith did his
okay.
thing, and that's
Mm-hmm.
it. You got to eat it
Yeah,
up. Y'all
yeah,
had
yeah.
plenty of time to talk. Plenty of time.
Okay, so I think, wow. Oh my God, why I blamed your phone and it was mine the whole time. I forgot to put my shit on silent.
Wait, that's your phone?
Yes.
And I'm going crazy. Like, I hope I put my phone on silent.
Oh
I
my
hate
God.
you.
No, it's my bad. Because I
My
forgot
chest was beating out my fucking heart. I'm like, oh my God, people are really texting me and I put this shit on Do Not Disturb. What's
right.
happening?
It's all good. It's all good. Now, okay. So
Look at you, Mr. Popular. Shit going off like
oh
that.
no, this is my ADT. My AAAT. What's it called? AMT? No, ADT. Yeah. My alarm system.
I'm like,
Child.
damn it. I'm like, I'm real.
Honey, I
People
get
a lot
notified every
today.
time somebody walks in front of my door, child.
I cannot.
No. So the whole thing with Chris Rock, right? I think that it is definitely understandable for your anger with the situation. You got slapped on live television in front of
My thing is it's
millions
too
of
late.
people. It is definitely embarrassing. It is definitely like, you know, I'm upset. I do not mind. I didn't mind that he was going to get on this show and basically demolish Will Smith. I mean, clearly that's what we're going to
We
see.
expect that. It's expected.
But that line, and this is exactly why you got slapped the first time. That line was just too freaking far. Like
he
you
doesn't
want
know
to
his
see
in
him get
between.
whipped? That do you know how that okay, that disrespected Will, but it also disrespects like everybody that went through slavery. One,
It disrespects black people.
and it disrespects black people in general.
Like,
because why are you hoping to see somebody get whipped? Or why would you feel joy in seeing that? Knowing your audience, knowing your white palm color folk audience.
they not palm color, but we gonna go with that. It's the closest.
Knowing that they're gonna key to this and they're gonna be like, haha, he's laughing at Will getting whipped, inciting racism. This is why this is exactly why you got what you got.
And which
I
we
feel
deal with every
sorry,
day.
and I understand that you're upset, but this is not the way.
It's not. Racism is something that we still deal with as black people, whether we like to believe, whether he likes to believe it or not. It's still a live, real thing, and you gave him that. You gave.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like he got lack of social cues. Like his social cues is
Shit.
shot.
In the basement. It's like dog doo doo.
Yeah, I mean, you need to have like I think nowadays with a lot of these comics, they are heavily reliant on what's gonna be controversial, what's going to piss people off, because outrage marketing is good marketing nowadays. You know, you get
Like the
people
music
mad.
business.
You know, yeah, that's the same thing with Dave Chappelle. I mean, like he literally is thriving off people's anger to a certain group. I mean, the shit that you do to stay relevant.
The shit that people do to stay relevant.
You know, and that it just that is, and coming from a person that like did stuff in the past that was not even just the stuff with Jada Pinkett Smith, but like you came for people hair, you came for black women's hair, like you did a whole documentary series on it. You granted it was for a positive thing, but then you made it into a joke. Like he's just it gives Uncle Ruckus. I'm sorry.
Mm. Sorry, Chris Rock. You might be canceled, my guy.
Oh, he not gonna get canceled with this because he has a. It's
The
almost
black
like
community?
no. Well, the black community, who in the black community except for our parents probably is a fan of Chris Rock. I'm talking about our generation, your generation, my generation. Like he has white people on his side. He has a white audience, so they're not going nowhere. That's the
Yeah,
same thing with
they're not
Kanye
going
West.
nowhere. They be
Kanye
like a
West can
nigga
literally say
talking about
anything.
niggas.
Kanye West can literally say anything. He has a predominant white fan base now. These people have predominant white fan bases now. So he ain't gonna get canceled for this. He might get He might get a standing ovation. Mark my words on this damn comedy show when we hear that line because it's on his upcoming show. That's why, you know. I just think that anyway, Chris. I never did like him. I only liked him when he was on Madagascar. He played the damn zebra.
Nah,
That's
because I
about it.
liked Everybody Hate Chris. But it was fun. That shit was funny as hell.
No, because it was, but it didn't even feel like him. Like it felt like I watched that show. I did used to watch the show,
I
but
loved
it
it.
just I don't know. I think the dude that actually played Chris, it was more geared to him. But I don't know, Jam.
You couldn't see it.
I couldn't see it. Anyway, speaking of being bullied and not being bullied, Michael B. Jordan had this weird interaction with this lady. Okay, this girl from the Morning Hustle, L'Oreal.
I
I
remember
think
L'Oreal from Love and Hip Hop. She was on Love and Hip Hop
she was
one
not on Love and
season.
Hip Hop.
Huh?
She was not on Love and Hip Hop.
She was on Love and Hip Hop one season. That's the only reason why I remember her.
Really?
I
And she's on
forget which season it was, but
and
she
she
was
was
on
on the
there.
Morning Hustle. She on the Morning Hustle.
Yeah. I know now she's doing radio, but she was definitely on Love and Hip Hop.
Oh wow! Which franchise?
I have to look it up and then I'll let you know. But for sure, she was definitely on that shit. I remember her. That's why I remember her.
Okay, so you be having these these facts, honey.
Mm-hmm. I was like, let me take a look, but I didn't know she was from Newark.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know Michael B. Jordan was from Newark either.
You're horrible. I knew because he
How
went
am I
to my
horrible?
school, but you know.
There's a lot of people came from you. Oh wow, that's real. That's real.
A lot of people came from arts. Well, not that
Mhm.
girl. They went to a different school. Him and her went to middle school together, but he was
Okay.
definitely in arts for a little bit.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So they had this awkward interaction because I guess she was doing her job. She was interviewing him,
As she should.
and she was complimenting him, saying that, "Oh my goodness, you looking great. You got you on your way. You got your movie or whatever." And he makes a comment. Wasn't I corny back in the day? Remember when you used to call me corny?
Damn. He was waiting on that moment. He was waiting on that moment. Thank God I never went through that. Like I just
when I say embarrassed, she was very embarrassed because the way she was like, I ain't never used to call you corny. It was only because she tried to explain. She was like, well, his name was Michael Jordan, so we used to, clown him for that. I don't know. I think that the way that his body language was set up, it didn't seem like he was being serious. Like he was
No,
he was almost laughing.
Serious. I didn't think it was a joke at all.
You didn't think it was a joke at all? I don't know, man. I had to watch it a couple times. Like I didn't think it would start this much of a discourse like it did this week, because a lot of people were talking about it. A lot of people was getting into, well, you guys don't know, he could have been bullied, and sometimes that
and he wasn't bullied.
That. You don't think he was
bullied?
I
don't think he was bullied. From my memory and my recollection, when I used to see him, it was just
so you seen him before?
In high school. I used to see him come back because I know his brother went there. His mom was was a counselor at my school. I believe he went there. I want to say yes, but it was like around like the time The Wire was happening. Remember The Wire?
Mm-hmm.
That's when he was out of school a lot, and we would barely see him. And when we did, it was like sparingly, honestly, because he was recording all the time.
Oh, okay.
But like I don't think that was the case. I think the name thing, I believe that. I absolutely do believe that because he's been a child actor for forever. Like, so I don't think, oh, you were corny, but I don't think
You don't think that was
that was
said?
really, yeah, I don't think that's what was said.
So if
Like,
you don't
that's
think
what,
that was said, then okay.
I
I
think
mean, I
it's
don't
the
know.
name.
I think I look. I think if L'Oreal did call him corny, it probably, I don't know. We nobody was there, but you know, people said, well, maybe he was trying to hit at her, and she was like, oh no, you corny, or whatever the case was. Her recollection was, we used to make fun of you because your name was Michael Jordan, and we used to, you ain't no Michael Jordan, so that could have been a reason. I personally just felt in that moment when I seen that audio and that video play out, he was smiling, he was almost laughing himself. Like, I didn't think it was that deep.
It was business. I have to smile at the
Yeah.
end of the day.
Yeah, because sometimes he's a troll. I wouldn't say he's a troll, but like he definitely like he play with people. Like celebrities do that. They do that shit, especially when they get up there. It could have been some type of narcissistic type. Could have been on that arrogant type time. Like, oh, look at this. Oh, really? Oh, you on my set? You on
Oh,
my
you
red
on my
carpet?
set? Wasn't I corny? I got 3 Creed movies. I'm an executive producer on this shit.
But don't y'all
I'm a
Newark natives
director
be
on
doing
this
that
shit.
though? Y'all mean up there, child. Y'all.
We are very mean. I mean, I dealt with it too. Being
Uh-huh.
African, they be like, "Oh, you African booty scratcher." Now
Right.
look at
Oh,
y'all.
oh my
Afro
gosh.
beats down. I hate it. I
Oh,
hate it.
truth
I hate
tea.
it. It bothers my spirit. I'm like, y'all love this Afro beat, and
Mm-hmm.
y'all taking all our African men. Like, what happened to
Ooh,
that booty scratcher era? What happened?
ooh. Girl, I guess it was just a phase.
So I understand where he coming
Mm-hmm.
from, and he was not playing. He was for real.
Yeah. Yeah, there was people making like think pieces too that was like, oh my goodness, like you don't know, he could have been bullied and like
I
trying
doubt
to.
it. Highly doubt it.
I don't think he was bullied.
Mm-mm.
I think people bringing up their own situation, like they seen that and was like, oh my goodness, I was bullied, and if I ever seen my bully,
I
and
would do the same thing.
okay, then do it. That's your choice, and that's what you want to do. But like at the end of the day, you know, I don't think I don't think he was that like pressed about that. Like,
I don't think so either.
I think when you think about people that used to bully you, or I wouldn't say bully or come for you, or whatever the case was back in the day, I don't think about those people. I'm not that type of person. Like I said on my TikTok, I'm like, I know people that they'll sit there and bring a person up, or somebody's name get brought up that they didn't have a good, you know, interaction with, and it's like their whole mood would change. It would be like, girl, what the hell? I feel like if he really was bothered by that girl, by L'Oreal, he probably would have had her off the red carpet. This is
Oh,
his movie.
period. I'm not about to interview with you.
So that's all the more reason for me to feel like it was not that deep. Like it
I
was
don't think
like
it
he
was
was
that
just
deep. I think it was him just saying like maybe I don't know. Maybe
mhm.
they were like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan. No, that's funny. This and that.
Yeah.
The third. But when you're a kid, stuff like that don't fly over your head like you are when you're an adult.
Yeah. And
So it
yeah.
probably did traumatize him. I'm not saying it didn't.
I
I
don't know if
definitely
it
take
traumatized him.
no,
I mean,
I
that's a
definitely
big
take that
word.
from him because it's probably like, oh, they probably did call him corny because Michael
Mhm.
Jordan is one of the greats. Probably was like, oh, you would never equate to that nigga. They probably was definitely like, you're never gonna be him. You
Right,
know what I'm
right.
saying? But to do it, you're your own person. You
Mhm.
making money. You dated one of the baddest girls, and I don't even know what the hell that girl do. She just Steve Harvey's daughter, but you dated her. You look good. Yeah, come on, man.
And I didn't understand like the media coverage of this too. Like Joe Budden was talking
Joe
about
Budden
that.
from Jersey too.
That's corny. Why would
Is
you
he?
sit
I
there
think
and
he's Jersey
embarrass
City.
that girl? Huh?
I think he's like Jersey City or Newark. I want to
Yeah, I
say
think
Newark.
Jersey City. He Jersey City bound. But my thing is, he was saying like it's so corny that you get on there on it. I'm like, first of all, didn't you violate Vivica Fox the other day?
He
Like,
violates everyone.
don't sit there and be like, oh, you over here disrespecting a woman like that, Joe.
A woman that's interviewing me who
As
I have
much
past
as
trauma
he,
with. He's traumatized, obviously. So he said
girl,
something. Honestly,
I
I
don't think he
would
was
if I had
traumatized.
bullies in high school and I
Mm-hmm.
saw one of my bullies try to interview me, but I didn't because I would whoop ass. But I'm just saying, if I if I did, I would probably come at you just like that, and
But see,
probably, but
yeah,
I'll probably keep a professional. just like he did. I really felt like he felt some type of way, honestly.
I don't know if he did. I look. We'll definitely agree to disagree. I think that it wasn't.
He said, "I ain't
I,
about to
I
argue with no lady." So it's over.
no, I really do feel like it wasn't that deep on his part. I think he was just trolling, joking, or whatever the case was, or being just like
Okay.
charismatic and like I
Listen, I love
said,
him
y'all mean
regardless.
up there. Y'all mean up there in Newark, child, but it don't mean like because it was a
Nah.
culture shock when I moved. I moved, but when I was up there
We not
for
that mean. It's just
yeah,
bluntness.
yeah, like it's
It's
a
the
different attitude. And,
know
down
what the
south
fuck you
Jersey
know
is
what you
more
did because
right.
before you come at me because I'm
Right,
definitely gonna
right,
have your
right.
back.
It's just a different vibe, and I think definitely different from down here, down South Jersey. We real sensitive down here, child. That's why it's like it's a culture shock when I moved up there for college. But like he could have just people just take things too seriously and just like they're not looking into the moment. Like it was just like an interaction. Now I don't even think Lori really gave a crap about this. I mean, she said her piece because she got her side of the story. But she's really, she don't even seem that bothered. Like, oh my
She's
god, like
not
she
gonna be
really just
bothered. She is the future. You know how
yeah.
Future always had somebody new. She is the future of the women. Like she is giving us like you can go ahead and go do that shit if you want
Who
to.
L'Oreal?
Oh look, oh I was talking about Lori.
No, 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 no.
L'Oreal, I think she was embarrassed.
I don't think. I mean, I don't think she was that
Yeah,
pressed.
I
But
think
anyway,
she was embarrassed.
hmm I don't know. We'll definitely see, child. But my last topic I want to get into, child, before we get out of here, it's real quick, honey, too, because I'm, Cece Williams. What's going on with that whole Whitney Houston conversation?
Oh, so because I heard
Yeah.
that was something that I heard. I saw actually when I was on my lunch break,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw it, and I was like, "What? Why do you feel a certain type of?" It's a song. Music is a form of expression. I'm not a musician by all standards, but it's
Mm-hmm.
poetry. It's a form of expression. If it works and it rhymes, I don't think that. So the what was the verse? I can cast a spell. Why
Well,
he
no.
didn't
See
want to
what
sing?
happened. She did like a little sermon or what type of whatever type of announcement that she was making at some church, talking
Mm-hmm.
about how she declined certain music, and she talked about how her girl Whitney Houston back in the day wanted her to be on the "I'm Every Woman" song, and she said, "Oh no, I couldn't get on that because it's demonic." The first line on there says, "I can cast a spell." You got to know your words. These words mean things, and it's the devil, and this, that, and the third. I just hate how the church, and the black church in particular, and I'm not talking about like churches worldwide, right? I'm talking about
Yeah.
the real, the mega churches, the churches that be streaming and shit. Like the way y'all sit here and y'all just dismantle our music. Now it may not be your music because if you're into gospel and all that, and you don't listen to secular music, that's okay. But this is music. This is black people music. And the way that y'all sit there and y'all get on y'all little stages, y'all little LED light stages, this don't even look like a church no more, like a damn concert. But I'm that's
No. No.
like and be like, oh my goodness, this is bad. People like Beyonce are demonic. People like this, these lyrics are demonic. Girl, music is subjective. Music is like interpretational. It's not meant for you to take it literally. These lyrics that you listen to, the lyrics that you hear, it's not meant to take serious. You saying that I'm casting the spell, y'all actually sitting there thinking y'all think that it's some type of freaking seance for some demon, but it's not. In some cases it is. I mean, there is like evil. I do believe that there's like an evil power in music and stuff like that. Let's be very clear. But to sit there and just I don't like the way they be coming for certain artists. Beyonce in particular, real recently, every time she comes out with something, when she come out with an album or she says she about to go on tour,
Illuminati this and Illuminati that.
Illuminati that, and then
Child,
this
they
one
is
girl was
too
like,
much.
oh, she's she calls her fans the hive. Like, what does that come from? That comes from some type of evil. Like, shut the hell up.
Beehive, like a bee.
Okay,
I
mine.
don't know. I'm not thinking
And
that
somebody
deep
said
into
this
it.
on TikTok too. Like they said, religion is supposed to be something that is supposed to be about your connection with the higher power. It
Mm-hmm.
has nothing to do with the next person.
Right.
The fact that y'all get people to be like, you need to not listen to this, or you need to if you're listening to this, you're not right with God. Who are you or anybody to say that you're not?
And I'm not right with God.
because I'm
You
listening.
got him on the
Listening
main line.
right. And I thought judgment was something that we're not supposed to be doing. We're not supposed to cast judgment against each other.
I totally agree with that.
I didn't like it. I don't like when people do it. I wanted to talk about this because I specifically think that there's just this huge saturation of just like you need to be doing this. I'm always the type that's just like, girl, have your little beliefs. At the end of the day, we should all respect each other's beliefs and what they want to do and what they want to spend their money on.
Right.
You
It's
don't want to
all in
interact
your
with it.
beliefs, but then
Yeah.
again, that's why I hate speaking religion.
Mm-hmm.
I hate speaking politics because everybody's gonna always have their views on how things should be. But honestly, I don't know. You should just I, mm-hmm. I don't really have anything to say to that. Just it's music. It's music.
Yeah.
That's how you stop people from letting their creativity come out. That's why shit happens when somebody can't express themselves because of what they're going to receive. You know what I'm saying? What they're going to get. If I say this,
Yeah.
or if I do this, they're going to say this, so I won't do it. But you might be one of the greatest of all time, and that's why I say again, sorry, Beehive. Beyonce is not my favorite person in the world, but she is fearless. She gives a shit about what nobody says to her. She's going to do what she wants to do, how she wants to do it, when she wants to do it, because it's working for her. Like, if it works for you, let it work for you. So
Period.
that with
Well said.
Cece, I didn't agree with you because I was rocking with you and your brother. You know what I mean? I was definitely on your way, but that, like, it's music.
Yeah.
Whitney was not casting no damn spell.
Well, I don't think it was nothing against Whitney because she didn't originate that song. I mean, I think wasn't that Shaka Khan song?
It was written, but it was already written. Like, it's.
Yeah. No, she wasn't casting blame on Whitney though. She was just saying she just didn't want to be a part of the song because the song had evil, demonic lyrics in it, which whatever. I mean, I think that if that's what she didn't want to do, that's what she ain't want to do. But like to make but to make that statement on there is just like, girl, okay, not that deep. Anyway, I think that's it for today. Like I said, it was a drought in celebrity gossip today. It is just always nothing going on.
Everybody living their best life right now.
Right. Some things.
I'm just waiting for what you call it, Tory Lanez. I need to hear the sentencing. That's the only thing I'm about.
Hopefully it'll come out soon, child. I'm waiting for him to get sentenced, child. He need to get sentenced, girl.
I need to know how long you.
We hoping 50 years. Ooh, let me. Child, he be dead by then, child. Maybe he might get like 10 years, something. 10 years, five with parole.
And I hope he come back with some flame because his music is definitely okay. I'm sorry. I always wish the best for people.
Absolutely not, child. No. Hope the music is horrible.
I hope it's good because it's going to speak my energy. Like,
no,
I love good music. I don't care where it comes from. I do love good music, so. Because I got a wedding that I got to go to, honey.
Mm-hmm.
And I know they're going to play R. Kelly, and I know it's open bar, so I know I'm going to be 2 seconds.
Absolutely not, child. And on that note, I will see y'all next week. Okay, look.
Tell them adios.
Y'all have a good one, child. We out here.
See you guys next week.
See you next week.